I couldn't be happier than that, to be honest, you know. And as Pesha was saying that, probably, you know, it's changed. There's a lot of change in here, but I said, just because I've been away for such a long time, I don't even remember how it was before. So that's why I can't compare how it used to be, but I mean, it's beautiful anyway. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy. Is that right? Yeah.
Just tighten yourself.
Did you have a smaller size?
Tighten yourself. So just adjust it.
You know, I was like, oh, maybe one of these houses could be my aunt's, or, you know, I have no idea. So that's my first thing, you know, just seeing the first house. It could be any one of my relatives. Of course, not my grandma, because she's in Kirkuk, I think.
So you're about to be reunited with these relatives for the first time. You must have lived that moment in your mind a million times. The first time you get to say hello and greet them. Real.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
Tell me about how you...
To be honest, I've envisioned it, you know, all the time. I just sit down and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna meet them like this, I'm gonna say this, you know, I'll be like this, but it's only like vision, you know. I don't know how the reality would be. I'm sure it's gonna be awesome, you know, over the top happiness. But I guess we'll see.
Iraqi Kurdistan is a very beautiful place. It's peaceful, it's serene, and it's very easy to forget that it was only 2 decades ago that the people of this region were subjected to one of the most brutal, bloody, barbaric acts of violence ever perpetrated. The Anfal campaign took place between 1987 and 1988, and it was essentially an attempt by Saddam Hussein to deal with the Kurdish insurgency. More than 1.5 million Kurds out of a population at the time of 3.5 million were displaced or forcibly resettled. And then there were the ones who were killed, who were butchered by Saddam's men. We don't know how many. Historians still argue about it. Western investigators claim the numbers around 100,000. The Kurds put it at 182,000. But whatever the amount, it was one of the worst campaigns of genocide that the 20th century knows. Yes, Saddam was a dictator. Yes, he was evil, perhaps even a monster. But there was a method to his madness. And his message at Halabja was very simple. If you defy me, you will be made to pay a terrible price. The gassing of Halabja received a lot of publicity, a lot of attention in the West, partly due to the Iranians inviting Western journalists to go and see the victims in their hospitals. No one in the West can say that they didn't know. No one in the West can say that they were unaware of what was going on.
راستي يعني هەواڵەکە زۆر دڵتەزێن بوو بۆ ئێمە. تا يعني تا ماوەیەکی درێژخایەن ئێمە وەکو ئەوە بکە لە ماتەم بین. لە ماتەما بووین. چونکە هەواڵەکان زۆر دڵتەزێن بوو بەڕاستی. يعني هەر چەندێک باسی کەی تەواو نابێ یعنی.
It was horrible. It's horrific, and it was very sad that I couldn't hold my mother. Oh my God, my mother. She was just like ripping her hair off, for what has happened to these people. We see little children, little children in cradle swollen up, from a chemical bomb. And who's responsible? Of course, the one and only Saddam Hussein.
Iraqi Kurds were delighted when Saddam Hussein was captured by the Americans. They thought that the man who was the architect of so much pain, so much suffering, would finally be brought to justice. And by justice, they envisaged that he would stand trial for his crimes of the Anfal campaign, crimes like the gassing at Halabja. And they were to be sorely disappointed.
لسیداردانی سەدام حوسێن ئەوە بوو کە 140 نەفەری لە خەڵکی دووجێل ئیدام کردبوو. منش وەکو هەموو کوردێک هێشتا پێم زوو بوو کاتی ئەوە نەهات بوو کە سەدام حوسێن لەسەر ئەو تاوانە ئیدام کرد لەبەرەوەی تاوانی لەوە گەورەتر هەبوو وەکو تاوانی ئەنفال و کینیاباران.
Some hundreds of thousands people killed, and he's not punished for that, but he's punished only little number of people, 130, 140 people, let's say 200, let's say 300, let's say 1,000, but it's not 100,000, is it? Is that a justice? We're heading towards the always mourned city of Halabja. I always wanted to visit there just to pay respect to those who lost their lives, during that atrocities. This name that we can see here is Mr. Sarkhel's father's name on the wall, amongst thousands of other martyrs, and I just paid respect for his loss. Sarkhel, he's the director of this monument here.
We have mass graves here, about 6 mass graves here. I don't know where is my father's grave, in which mass graves. That's why we'll look at his name. That's his grave. Yes.
How do you feel about it?
أنا تمنى 9 سال تا 10 سال بووە هەنا تارێک کەسان لە ئاسمانی شارە بەردمانێکی خەفی ناو شاری کرد بۆ ئەوەی خەڵکی زیاتر لێرە ژێرزەمین هەیە سیلەر ئەچونە ژێرزەمینەکانەوە بۆی خۆیان لەو بەردمانە بپارێزن کە خەڵک ڕۆژە دوای بەردمانە ئەو ساپۆشتانی بەکارهێنا کیمیایی ڕۆشن گازی کیمیاییش گازێکی خۆشتە تەبان ئەنیشە دابەزێ بۆ ژێرزەوی ئەو خەڵکەش کە لە ژێرزەمینەکەیە بوون زۆرین ئەو خەڵکانە لە ژێرزەمینەکان دەستان.
کۆمەڵێک کە تووشی غازی عساوی بەکارهێنا بوو خەڵکە هاتە دەرەوە بە شێتیوە گرتبوویان کۆمەڵی خەڵک پێئەکەنی بەدەم پێکەنینەوە ئەکەوت و گیانی لەدەسا کۆمەڵێکی تر سوتا بوو دایک هەبوو مناڵی جێڵا لەو کارە ساتە خەڵکەکان کە ڕایانە کردە دەرەوەی شار بەرەوەی دەرەوەی شار لە جادەکانە دواتر بە تەیارە قەسفی ئەو جادانی دەرەوەی شارە کرد خەڵکەکە پەنەماری شوێنەکانیا کە ئاوشتی لێە بۆی کە دەموچاو بشۆن و ئەو غازە لەسەریان سووک بێتومان ئەکسەرێتی شوێنەکان یعنی ئەو شوێنانی کە ئاوی لێ مردوەکان لێوە کەوتبوون دواتر ئەو خەڵکانیان هەر بە مەدەنی و بەینەوە کۆ کردەوە قودرەتی کارەساتەکەەوەنە گەورە بوو نەیانتوانی قەبری یەک بە یەک بینێژن هەمویان بە کۆمەڵ چاڵیان بۆ کەندن و خستنیان ناوی و دەفنیان کردن.
want to call my uncle.
Jalal Abdullah?
Jalal, yeah. I've been thinking about it the whole day, just to make sure.
What have you been thinking about?
Just thinking about, you know, if my grandmother could make it, I really want her to come. Otherwise, there's no point, John, honestly. And I'll be really angry. I'll be really angry, you know. I mean, there's...
Angry with who?
Oh, angry with everything, with everyone, you know, with myself and with everything, because
But that's just the
you know,
situation,
but I don't.
You knew when you came here there was.
I don't know. If it worse comes, maybe I'll just go down. I don't care. You know, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It depends, you know.
Are you serious? It's quite difficult circumstances.
Well, I mean, John, I promised her. Well, you know. And
Yeah, hi. Your grandmother. Okay. When will you have some details? Okay, thanks, Peshawar. Okay, bye.
what happened?
That was Peshawar.
Yeah.
They're trying to organise something with the grandmother.
Oh, okay.
And also with your uncle, Jalal Abdullah.
Honestly.
Honestly.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So
they're not sure yet exactly, but it's a good chance. But maybe tomorrow.
سلامتان لێ بێ برا. ئەمەیان بڵێن گۆڕە
گۆڕی
جەماعیە. بەڵێ.
کاتێکە خەڵکەکە لەوێەوە هاتووە چونکە ئەو کاتەکە هەڵەبجە ئەمەنە گەورە نەبوو ئەمە دەشت بوو ینی خانوشیت لەم ناوایە کەمتر بوو
وای.
خەڵکەکە بەرەو دەرەوەی شارڕای کردووە
بڵێن ئێرە دەرەوەی شار بوو.
ئێرە دەرەوەی شار بوو بەڵێ کە خەڵک ئەدێرەوە ڕۆشتە بڵێن ئەم دیواروشتە نەبووە ئەوەی کە کیمیاکە لیاوە لێرەیە هەندێکی مردووە ئەمە سێ عایلەی تایە ڕەنگە زیاتر لە 20 کەسێک بن زیاتر لە 25 کەسێکی ئەمە تایە ئەوەش دانێکی کیانە بەڵام ئەویان نازانم بە حەقە چەندی تایە
ماسک و ئانەش هیچ ماسکت نەبوو.
ماسکم بەس من دەرزم لە خۆمە.
وەڵای تەجروبێکە بینیم لە حیات معنی ئەنفا ناخۆشترین شت لە ژیان مابینیم. هەلینسانتیان ژەڵتیا چوو ناوچەکە مەخسە زەرەرێکی زەربێکی اقتصادی گەورەش چکە ناوکەی هین بوو ژاهر باران کرا ناوچەکە پیس بوو دیەکان وێران کرا ئای زەرەرێکی اقتصادی گەورەش بوو لەگەڵ زەرەرێکی سیاسی بوو جگە لەو زەرەری ئینسانیان هەشکە لە خەڵک ئەنی ئەوەشی ئەسا توادە ئەنفال نزیک بە 18 ساڵ لەسەر مەخسە و کارە سات هاتیە بڕ ئەمە لێ ساتە ناوەمانەیە بیر لاوەدانی کرد ئەنی ئەنفالیش بێ بە دەرسێ بێ بەوانەیە بووە بیدەوە چۆن سەر لە نوێ ژیان دروست کرد.
This is the second mass grave for me today, but this is the biggest. Contains 150 or more of the victims and non-victims of that atrocity. But you know, to be honest, seeing these things now, I don't want to cry anymore. I'm sure I feel bad, but to be honest, what is done is done, and everyone has shed their cry. For me, most importantly now is to make things better for Kurds. My understanding of being a Kurd is getting stronger and stronger. I'm coming to the terms of